He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. I think this fight is gonna be in the books of the history of boxing for sure.
I got the speed over Canelo. I got the reach over him. I got the size, the power. I got the better skills, boxing skills.
In a shocking turn of events that has the boxing world buzzing, newly leaked sparring footage shows Terence "Bud" Crawford being knocked down during an intense session with middleweight contender Carlos Adames. Adding to the drama, none other than Canelo Alvarez reportedly burst out laughing upon seeing the clip. The undisputed super middleweight champion's reaction has sparked widespread controversy among fans and fighters alike. With Crawford's reputation as a defensive genius and pound-for-pound elite now under scrutiny, Canelo's mockery has only intensified their already heated rivalry.
You know what? If you look at his career, don't get me wrong, okay? He's a good fighter, but if you look at his career, mention one elite fighter.
So Postal wasn't elite?
Who?
Victor Postal.
Who's that guy?
So Ricky Burns wasn't elite?
Ricky Burns, that's an elite.
Okay.
He's not.
The sparring video resurfaced on July 8, 2025, and features a younger Terence Crawford sparring with Carlos Adames, likely during Crawford's lightweight days while Adames was around 160 pounds. Though sparring context can vary greatly, the clip clearly shows Crawford being dropped and visibly shaken.
Ahora tú, ahora hay buen fight.
According to insiders, Canelo Alvarez saw the video and immediately burst into laughter, mocking Crawford's perceived vulnerability. But this wasn't just amusement tit, reflected a calculated psychological tactic. With experience at 168 pounds and beyond, including wins over Dmitry Bivol and Sergey Kovalev, Canelo feels confident in his physical superiority.
He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. I think this fight is gonna be in the books of the history of boxing for sure. That's for sure.
For sure, them belts coming with me. They coming home with me. I'm telling you right now.
You can see it, but it's gonna be difficult. You take it to your
I'm
home.
taking them. It ain't nothing you gonna be able to do about it come fight
And
night.
I know Turkey's in your corner,
I promise you.
But look, it's gonna be very difficult. He's gonna be so mad that day. Believe me.
I see you. I see you. You see I'm different.
I see you too.
You see I'm different than all the other ones.
No, I see you. No, you don't know different. You're nothing different.
I'm different.
Nothing different.
I'm different.
We'll see.
You gonna see.
We'll
you know
see.
it.
We'll see. We'll
We
see.
gonna
Soon.
see.
Carlos Adames didn't hold back when recalling his sparring sessions with Crawford, speaking to Boxing 247 in June 2024. He dismissed a Crawford versus Canelo fight as absolutely stupid, arguing that Crawford skipped key steps in adjusting to higher weight classes. He remembered sparring with Crawford when he was just 19, saying Crawford then would have struggled against a full-fledged middleweight. When I sparred Crawford, I only had 2 pro fights in 2015. I was just a kid. Now I'm 30 and a grown man. Fighting me today would be a completely different story.
¿Crees que Crawford podría subir de división y quizás desafiarte por tu título?
Bueno, aquí es bienvenido. Yo estoy preparado para quien sea, cuando sea y como sea. Yo siempre lo he dicho. Yo a peleadores no me le quito, no le pongo pero. Si él quiere subir a las 160 para enfrentarme, ya tuvimos sparring, él puede subir.
Welcome 1-0. I'm going to face anybody anytime. I've sparred with Crawford, and if he wants to come up with 160, bring him on. I'll be glad to go up against him.
And lastly, please. Sorry. This is my last. Sorry. Lastly, this is. Yeah. So, please give me your assessment, please, on Canelo and Crawford, because Crawford wants that fight so badly, and you sparred him. Is Canelo too strong for Crawford? Yeah.
¿Te parece el Canelo es demasiado fuerte para Crawford? ¿Qué te parece de esa pelea?
Pienso que sí, ya que subir 3 divisiones bastante libre, demasiada, yo diría. Pienso que no es algo que él lo necesita ahora mismo. Crawford en su carrera ha demostrado que es un buen peleador, pero pienso que no tiene que estar corriendo esos grandes riesgos, porque no solamente pone su carrera en riesgo, también pone su vida, porque un golpe de Canelo le puede hacer daño de por vida.
I don't think Crawford needs the Canelo fight right now. I think it's kind of needless for Crawford because his reputation is well cemented, and a punch by Canelo could not only be dangerous for him to lose the fight, but it could be dangerous for his life.
Adames emphasized that Crawford's power at welterweight won't translate effectively at super middleweight. He even compared it to Canelo's struggle against Dimitri Bivol at light heavyweight, where Canelo failed to land his signature power: shots. According to Adames, Crawford's power won't scale up, and against larger, fully developed fighters like himself or Canelo, Bud may find himself outgunned.
It's going to be an interesting proposition because he has good power, he's a good counter puncher, and his reputation as a strategic fighter precedes him. But I think that he's going to take more care of not being hit by me than to try to counter punch.
Shocker Stevenson recalled a sparring session with Crawford that proved how real Bud's punching power is. Stevenson said he once saw Crawford drop a heavyweight sparring partner with a single punch. Man, I swear he caught this dude with a boom hand. The guy was wobbling all over the ring, Stevenson said. For him, that moment confirmed Crawford's power transcends weight classes. It's not hype, it's fact.
This story, I said it before, but I'm gonna say it again. I was in the gym. I want to say I was getting ready for Chris Diaz or something, and he was sparring like a heavyweight fighter. I'm looking, I'm type nervous for him. I'm like, why is he in the ring with this big old dude? And man, I swear he done caught this dude on the shin. Boom, dude, wobbling all around the ring. I'm like, what the f? How is this dude this strong? But it's like, honestly, Bud is very strong. A lot of people don't realize how strong he is as a fighter, and his punching power could carry through the weight classes.
At a June 22nd press event in New York, tensions exploded when Terence Crawford shoved Canelo during their face-off. What began as a routine stare-down escalated when Canelo fired back with a firm shove of his own. UFC President Dana White and security had to intervene before things spiraled out of control. It was no publicity stunt. Crawford smiled confidently, while Canelo appeared genuinely furious. This fiery exchange has only increased anticipation for their once-in-a-lifetime clash on September 13th in Las Vegas.
Canelo, what did you think about the shove, that moment that happened on stage?
Oh, I'm turning on right now.
Right? Yeah. Did it make you want to go harder for the 13?
I don't know, but made me feel more excited.
Love it.
I'm gonna train so hard.
Mocking the intense moment, Crawford later joked that he'd cry if Canelo shoved him again. His sarcastic response downplayed the confrontation and highlighted his mental sharpness going into their highly anticipated super middleweight battle.
But what if Canelo shoves you again in this press conference?
I'm crying like a baby.
Yeah. All right, thank you.
You can take a guy like Canelo. This guy can do. He can pick and choose who he want to fight. And I'm gonna tell y'all the truth about Canelo. Easy, man. Easy. Y'all sitting up here, y'all praising this dude. This dude was nothing. I was almost 40 years old when I cooked this dude. Easy.
Right now, I think Crawford is a little better than Mayweather, but Canelo have more experience right now.
Canelo Alvarez remains a dominant force in the super middleweight division, with a record of 63 wins, 2 losses. And to draws including 39 knockouts, he has secured titles in 4 divisions: junior middleweight, and light heavyweight. He became the first undisputed super middleweight champion in 2021 after defeating Caleb Plant.
Listen, Canelo needs to understand he's a different fighter now. The deterioration is there. He's not the same guy. He's He's not that destroyer who's looking for knockouts early and keeps a pace and a pressure on you. He throws 30 punches around. You're not the same guy. So telling everyone you're going to knock them out and then going into, 6 decisions in a row now? Scores a knockdown every time. The power's still there. The problem is the pace and the ability to carry on and push. That's the real difference, and that comes with age. He's 34 going on 45 at this, as far as I'm concerned. He's got a ton of fights, been around for a long time, doesn't have that same desire, the same drive to take the chances against these younger, bigger guys, because he is fighting younger, bigger guys. So you got to keep that in mind as well.
I'll say he is the hardest, for sure. One of the fighters that hit very hard was Angulo. You know, he's a Cuban guy, and he punched very hard too. So I'll say both of them are like the same, but, you know, with Canelo, I was just mentally ready for his shots. You know, I already told myself, I know I'm gonna get hit. I know I'm gonna get hit on my chin, but it's, you know, I gotta bite down on my mouthpiece and push. You know, and look what happened in the 3rd round. I got hit with a left hook. We'd be practicing in camp the whole time, you know, keeping my right hand to my chin, and I wound up just moving, and he connected right on my chin. And you see how I punched my glove. You know, that's like a thing for me when my last time when I got dropped, I was punching my gloves, 'cause I'm like, damn, I got hit with a shot. I'm not supposed to be on the floor. But, you know, it comes to boxing. You know, the greats done got dropped, you know, got hurt. But it's about how you come back. And
Standing at 5'8" and now 34 years old, Alvarez combines power, agility, and experience to stay at the top of the sport. His recent unanimous decision with William Skull in May 2025 further cemented his elite status. Emerging, Canelo's technical skill and ring IQ continue to set him apart.
When he fought Canelo and he was like standing right in front of Canelo and Canelo's just whiffing, it was a life lesson. And then you look at how good Canelo's head movement got after that fight when he realized it. I mean, my God, when he fought Danny Jacobs and Canelo's just standing right in front of him, bobbing and weaving. That's all what he learned from fighting Floyd.
Canelo has called a fight with Crawford easy money, stating he'd only consider the bout for a massive payday around $150 million. His comment reveals that financial incentives are a major motivator, though fans see the fight as much more. With legacy, pride, and global attention on the line, this blockbuster matchup promises massive stakes for both fighters.
Would you put a rehydration?
I don't like to talk about other fight when I got it.
But you understand, like that's the fight that everyone wants to see. That's the fight that fans want to see you in there with.
I understand that. Same happened with others.
Yeah, and it happened.
And same happened with television.
And it happened.
And same with the video song.
And it happened. I think it happened.
And with Troll, and with Mayweather, and with Cotto.
That's why I believe the fight happened. Would you ever go for 175? Because 168, I feel like you fought everybody. They're taking belts away from you. 175, you got Benavidez, you got Morel, you got the Green Magic people.
If I go 175, that's pretty much easy.
That would be the first one. Well, then you can look around and see what's out there.
And then,
would you make a Crawford's performance against Canelo?
I think he knows why his weight class is there, right? He make a good fight, but for me, I think he lost the fight or draw.
Okay.
Or could be the other side.
He was saying your name a lot all week. I was out there in LA.
He wanna sell the fight. If they don't talk about me, they don't talk.
Would you look at a fight with Crawford? Fight in the past, you told me no.
If the money is right, I mean,
money's got to be big.
I don't like fighting.
Wait, do you want to say 168 or look 165? All right, big fight, September 14th. Watch it on ppv.com. Now Alvarez going for more history. Picture
Canelo, Johnny Boy boxing.
Man.
Okay.
Now what are we doing now?
Canelo, Johnny Boy boxing fight hype. I just want to ask you, what do you think about Terence Crawford? What do we think about Terence Crawford's performance, and do you want to get a fight with him?
If the money is right, I mean,
$100 million. I heard Turkey offered you a big money already.
Under 50.
100.
Crawford fired back at critics who doubt his ability to move up in weight, pointing out that Canelo moved up and lost, while Crawford moved up and won. He believes these doubters are underestimating him, and he's determined to prove them wrong. Confident in his ability to adapt, Crawford insists he's ready for the challenge.
They talk all the crazy stuff about me going up and having a tough time, but he went up in weight and lost. That's the difference. I went up weight and won. He went up and lost. You know, so let's not do that, Canelo.
Two-division world champion Andre Ward remains steadfast in his belief that Canelo cannot beat Crawford. "I'd bet the house on Terence," Ward said, acknowledging the size difference but emphasizing Crawford's heart and IQ. "I'm not betting against Crawford, not against anybody. Someone has to show they can break his will." Despite Crawford's tougher-than-expected performances at 154 pounds, Ward maintains his faith in Crawford's mental toughness and skill to overcome Alvarez.
I'm going with Terence Crawford. You know, big weight jump, a dangerous fight, but somebody's got to prove to me that they can break Terence Crawford's will and that he can't figure it out against you. You know, it ain't no disrespect toward Canelo, but I've said this last couple of years. I'm not betting against Terence Crawford against nobody. Like, you got to show me that you can be.
Crawford views the Canelo showdown as the biggest opportunity of his career, possibly boxing's biggest event in 2 decades. He recognizes Canelo as the face of boxing, but believes this fight is about legacy, not money. With the chance to become the first undisputed champion in 3 weight classes during the 4-belt era, Crawford is focused, motivated, and eager to etch his name among boxing's all-time greats.
With Terence Crawford, what do you make of Canelo versus Skull?
Canelo did what he had to do to get the victory.
What do you want next? It seems like that's going to be the fight. Tonight, Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez, the biggest fight in boxing.
Well, Canelo's the face of boxing. He's the best fighter for Terence Crawford out there. He's the biggest fight for Terence Crawford out there. So that's why Terence Crawford want to take the opportunity to share a ring with another great.
How do you beat him?
You'll see. Come 12.
Everyone's talking about the weight differences. What's your kind of response to that, Terence?
That's why we fight the fight. So September 12th, we all gonna see if the weight gonna make a difference or not.
Do you want to fight him twice and then retire? Is that kind of the ideal thing for you?
One fight at a time, one fight at a time.
What did you make of, I know you didn't say much on tonight, the effectiveness of William Skull? He came to go to decision as opposed to win the fight. Would you agree with that?
I don't know. He was boxing well, and then he just stopped doing what he was doing earlier. I don't know. I can't call it.
Do you think Canelo slipped as a fighter?
No, I don't. I just think that, you know, William was doing a good job neutralizing Canelo power punches. He was just moving a lot.
Do you think that's a style you have to employ at points of the fight?
I don't know, because if you watch the styles that beat him, they didn't move a lot. You know, they moved a little bit, but not as much as William Skull.
There's a rumor going around this week that Manny Pacquiao is going to return. What do you make of that?
I don't know. We shall see. I don't know.
Do you think he's too old at 46 to fight Barrios?
I can't say if he's too old or not. You know, if he get in there and win, then everybody will be saying different. So I don't put no limit on an all-time great like Manny Pacquiao.
Where does a win against Canelo Alvarez put you in the list of all-time greats?
Top of the top, baby. Come on now.
What's the key to victory, Terence?
Be myself. Be myself.
All right, guys.